Jerry, this is the 65th episode of the You Name It podcast.
It sure is, Davin. Hey, where are you at this week?
I'm actually in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's cool. Nice place to be.
Where are you at?
I'm actually in Fort Lauderdale.
We're actually together on the show in my room right now recording the 65th episode of You Name It.
Yeah, so if it sounds really weird, it just means it's because we're using one microphone in a room, and that's what we have to deal with on the road.
And we didn't have to do a countdown to sync everything because we're both sitting next to each other looking at each other's ugly mugs.
And it sucks. It sucks to be in the same room.
Your ugly mug.
It does. It sucks. So, what are we talking about this week on the You Name It podcast?
I've got some topics.
Hi to Keith Harrelson.
Hey, Keith, how's it going, brother?
He just liked the show.
Yeah.
$5 more in my pocket.
There you go.
Yes.
Is that what you're getting paid from these people?
No, I just wanted someone to think I was special. I get nothing.
Hey, I found out today there's such a thing as cuticle oil. You didn't even know what a cuticle cutter was.
No, I don't.
The product specialists were talking about it in the back room. Oh, I've got some cuticle oil. I've gone 48 years of my fucking life without realizing that there's cuticle oil.
What is it for?
I don't know.
What is it? What's the benefits of cuticle oil?
I think you put it on your cuticles and then it makes it easier to trim later.
I put them on my uglicles. I don't have cuticles. I've got uglicles.
Ugh, makes sense to me.
Yeah. This isn't going so well with that joke.
Shut up, Jerry.
Right.
Jerry, guess what?
What? Oh, there's your first Stella.
Beer 30.
Hey, always make sure that when you open that, just to clank the cap down right next to the microphone so you can fuck everybody's ears up.
Like that?
Yeah, like that.
Okay, cool.
That's great.
So we're actually in a city together, Jerry. This is fucking weird.
I know. And we're going to do this show, and then we're going to sneak off and go sightseeing.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
You want to tell the listeners where we're going tonight after work?
To the casino.
Yep.
It's no secret. I'm not going sightseeing. I'm going money losing.
Money losing. So we are staying at this, we always bitch about hotels, but we're staying at the Hilton Marina. And Jerry and I both noticed there is a water taxi.
Yeah, there is.
Outside. So my thought was, people rent fishing cruises and stuff like that to go fishing when they're in Florida. You know,
they do. I saw them this morning doing it. Yeah.
What if you just get on the water taxi and just cast your line in?
I think we'll do that. But instead of the casino, let's go try that.
Let's see what happens.
And then we can report back.
And not get off the taxi when it gets to the next stop and see if it'll just circle around and bring us back.
Right. We could report back next week, and we have one of two messages. It'll either be no or 6 fish.
Okay.
That'll be the secret code for regular listeners.
No or 6 fish.
If we say no, it means it didn't work and we got kicked off.
Yep.
If we say 6 fish.
What are we going to use for bait?
Stella bottle caps.
That'll work. I'm guessing that we'll catch some stuff.
It must suck to be a fish because all you ever get to eat is soup.
Oh, plus you got to swim around in shit.
I know. But think about it, everything. You throw a piece of hamburger down there, they're not eating a hamburger, they're eating hamburger soup.
Yep. It's true.
Sucks. No, I don't want to see your beheading video.
That's one of your topics.
It's one of my topics, because I'm getting really tired of people on Facebook who are all politically inclined wanting to show me a beheading video. I don't need to see it. I know what happens. You could just type in there, hey, someone beheaded someone again this week, because it happens every week now. I don't need to watch the video. Watch this. If you're a good Christian, watch this beheading video of a Christian. What the hell? Why do I have to do that? Why can't I just know it happened?
Your beliefs are different than mine, sir. Off with your head.
Yeah, right. Ever worry about Christians? Worry more. Watch this one be beheaded. It's a Christian woman, too.
And, yeah, that's going to change how we feel about our religions or whatever beliefs we have. Because, hey, you chopped off some stupid reporter's head because he was in the wrong country at the wrong time. It's going to happen, guys.
Well, it does. It happens all the time. I know it exists, so no. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see any bizarre, violent bullshit video on Facebook. Facebook should be like Disney. You know, it shouldn't. It should be like not real life where everything's happy. I don't need to hear about a beheading. I don't need all the bad news. I'm sorry that someone in your family is sick. I don't want to hear about it, really, because it just depresses me. Hey, I might like that guy. Do a private message to tell me that somebody's sick so I can worry about
Or
it. Don't
dying,
put it, don't
yeah.
put it on my page where everybody else has to worry about it too.
Hey, you've got a new member of your family.
I do. See, and we put pictures of the new member
The
of the
happy
family. The
things.
happy.
Congratulations on your new
We have a new dog. A new BFF. Karen.
Karen. You didn't name it Helen.
Nope. Karen is weirder, so we went with Karen.
Is it Princess Karen?
No, it's not Prince. It's just Karen.
You have to
Don't
give it a
fucking come over and call it Care Bear or something.
You gotta give
either.
it a title.
No. We would advise people to do titles because we talked about that.
Yeah.
It should, but no, it's just flat old Karen.
Karen Taylor.
Yeah, this is my new friend Karen. She's a dog,
Karen, go get the phone.
and she's also, I don't know if you knew this. She also she has a part-time job as a high school secretary.
Oh, okay.
That's what they said.
Now, we were talking at dinner tonight.
Yeah, and you just burped Stella slash
I know. See?
chicken
Is it-
parmesan right at me.
Isn't it great? You can smell it.
It's horrible. This whole doing the show with you in the room sucks right now.
For you.
It sucks almost as bad as a fart on a plane.
Oh, those are bad.
Do you ever have to fart on a plane?
Yeah, but you know what? I always fart after the plane. You know, when
Yeah.
you're walking to baggage, it's like your stomach decompresses and it's just like... Yeah. It's just... Exactly. Yep.
With every step. All right, so you don't sit on the plane, and when you're fighting the fact that all of your gases are expanding as you go up in the
And
air,
ready to fart?
you don't sit there and try and do a sneak fart.
No.
I've had to battle with that situation before.
I've fought it, and usually it's when I'm getting off. The best thing to do is in the little sky bridge that they connect the plane to walk that walkway.
Yeah.
Fart in there.
Crop dust the sky
Crop
bridge?
dust the sky bridge. Oh, hell yeah.
I don't do
Especially
that.
if you're in first class. You're allowed to.
Oh, I'll run up to first class, fart, and then run back to coach.
Okay. Or when you're passing through to use the restrooms like you're not supposed to when you're back in coach.
Yeah.
Fart on those people.
And then I grab those curtains and wave them around.
I like when you're walking
And I
on the plane.
announce really loudly, "Sorry about that, everybody."
When you're walking on the plane and you have to walk by all the first class people and they're trying not to give you eye contact.
I know. I do that too when I'm in first
You
class.
just want to look at them and go, fuck you.
I always just put headphones on and look at the screen of my device. Mm-hmm. I don't want to
And
look at
pretend you're
anybody.
too important for coach people.
Except for the time where I sat in there and I did double thumbs up the whole time. I was just going, "Look at me, first class," and I'd go, "Look, first class guy." And people would come by and I'd just go,
I'm drinking wine.
Look
I
at
can
that.
have wine. I'm going to have a meal on this plane.
"Free booze, bitches."
Oh. So I got bumped to first class coming here from Minneapolis, and they actually had a meal on the plane.
They did that for Texas too. Texas was a 2-hour flight. 2-hour flight from Dallas. They just made it under the wire because anything over 2 hours you don't get a meal for. So what did you eat?
I had a choice between salmon, which didn't really sound good.
No,
on a
it sounds
plane.
scary on a plane.
Exactly. And some kind of chicken salad, they said. Well, you know how chicken salad is. When you think chicken salad, you think of like the chopped up chicken with the mayonnaise.
Like tuna
and
fish, yeah.
No, this was a salad with fucking bits of chicken and peas and shit on it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it wasn't like a regular,
But either
but it was
way.
like chicken lunch meat cut up. It wasn't like
Oh, like little thin slices.
yeah, it wasn't like grilled chicken cut up. It was like they took
Garbage.
thick chunks of lunch meat.
It was like either one of those were going to give you some Renaissance era disease.
Yep.
Anyway,
But the tomato soup was pretty good.
if you like that sort of thing,
And that dancing deer cookie that they give you.
that's good. The molasses cookie,
I like that. I had mine wasn't the molasses.
the
It was,
motherfucking delicious.
It was something else.
What kind was it? A white cookie or a brown cookie?
It was a white cookie.
See, yeah.
And
Oh,
it had
different.
it had almonds in it, I
Oh,
think.
maybe it's like a Chinese food almond cookie. Do you like those?
No.
I do. I love those almond cookies.
Ginger snaps are pretty good.
Yeah, ginger snaps.
Ginger snaps.
Ginger
Ginger
snaps.
snaps. I'm only on one Stella. Fuck you, Jerry.
I didn't see you were slurring. I was
Oh.
talking about my.
But I'm going to burp
slurring.
again. Some more Carrabba's.
Okay,
Ooh.
I don't want to see your beheading video and farting on a plane. Done.
Oh, you got those two. You can erase
Yeah.
those from your list.
But with the plane comes this show topic called "Sit with your family, don't be a douche."
Okay.
And what that means As I was sitting on the plane, there's a couple things that happened. One's good and one's bad. The good one was that I'm sitting in the 3-seater row. I have the window seat, and I was happy to see that a mother with her little kid came to sit in the row with me. Mm-hmm. Because you people might not be thinking about this. If you have Bose headphones, you're not going to hear anything. You just watch your movie. That kid's not going to bother you at all. And what happens is you get way more room because the mom wants to squish over to the kid. Mm-hmm. And be away from you. And she's not going to put the kid in the middle seat to bug anybody. So she's in the middle seat, but she slides over. So I have the full armrest and everything. I'm all good. So that's benefit. Don't ever complain when you got mom and kid coming to sit in the aisle with you because it's a plus. But then you have to notice that dad is sitting up in first class by himself. And you're like, what a dick.
Yep.
This is your kid. Fly on the plane with your kid. Sit in there. Give your first class seat. If you're not going to give the seat to the wife,
give it to the guy sitting next to the wife.
Give it to somebody else. Give it to me.
Exactly. He could have taken your seat and given you
sit with your family. Now, this isn't about me wanting to be in first class. I've been in first class enough. It's about me getting pissed that the kid has to walk up to the front to show Daddy a coloring book that she did.
Look, Daddy, I drew on the plane.
Sitting there like a dick in the front. And you know what he did, too. He probably had TSA pre-check, and he left his family to wait in the long line while he's sitting in the bar.
Douche.
So don't be a fucking douche and sit with your family.
I like that plan.
Right. If I get... And that brings me to the dance of the upgrade.
Okay.
And this is where, say I'm flying with Lisa, and they say, sir, you have an upgrade, and she doesn't. Mm-hmm. I will say, Lisa, you should go sit in the front and do that. Now, she's not going to want to do that, but I have to say, you go do it, because I'm not going to do it.
Right.
And then the
chivalry.
The second person is, if it was me and you.
It's called chivalry, Jerry.
Let's say it's me and you.
It's not Dad.
Instead of Lisa, because you know we're going to end up sitting together and coach anyway.
Yeah.
But let's say it's me and you, and I get the upgrade, and we're traveling, and we're friends not for work or whatever. And I would say, you don't do this job.
Yeah.
You're just some schmo that doesn't travel.
Okay.
Like everybody else in the world.
Yep.
I go, well, I get first class a lot. Why don't you take the first class upgrade? Your job now is to first refuse it.
Right.
You have to always refuse it first. Go, no.
That's not necessary.
No. And then I have to say it again.
No, it's perfect. You need to treat yourself.
Yeah, I'd say that to you again.
Right.
No, and then you can say yes and make the person feel
Jerry,
good.
I'll send you a drink back.
Exactly. That's how you do it. That's the dance of the upgrade.
You can have my chicken salad, motherfucker, because it tastes like shit.
It's going to give me botulism anyway. But yeah, if you're the frequent traveler and you're traveling with somebody, you never take the upgrade and sit away from them.
I like the fact that you've got the club status in the Delta Club at the airport, but you can only bring in one guest.
I can't even bring in one.
Oh, you can't?
Nope. Everybody's got to pay.
Oh, so now you avoid it. You avoid seeing your friends at the airport before you get into the club. Because you don't want to have to explain to them or try to get them in.
No, I always offer it up because they have a reduced rate instead of having to pay. What is the normal amount? $50
$50, I think, yeah.
They can pay $28 and come
Which is only $10 less than getting into the Regency Club at the Hyatt.
Yeah. So I always say to whoever I'm traveling with, you can come in there, but it costs you $28 and I can't pay it for you.
Yeah.
But I used to have two guests and I'd bring them in.
Yeah, $28. That's a lot of coffee and little snacks.
No, but if they're drinkers, I'm not. But if they're beer drinkers, they make that up right away because it'd cost them $40 to get 3 beers at the airport anyway. They can go in there and drink 10 before the flight.
Oh, speaking about flights, here's a topic for us. This might actually take a while too. So I wanted to get your opinion on it. Is there anything that sets off an air marshal in your mind? Can you spot them now when you're getting on planes?
Oh, can I spot an air marshal?
Yeah.
No.
You can't?
I haven't noticed any. Well, I'm not looking around either. I never do.
You don't look around? Okay. Because there's just certain things that kind of set them off.
Well, waving their gun around in the aisle, going out an air marshal?
No, they're overly friendly with the stewardesses and the pilots.
Hey, Charlie, how are you?
they always acknowledge the pilots when they get on the plane. Almost like to say, "Hey, I'm on this flight." On the, your little book there where it says there's an air marshal. That's me.
Are they in first class all the time?
No. Sometimes they sit in coach, but they're usually always aisle seats.
That makes sense. Although the air marshal that I saw in first class that I know was sitting in the window seat.
Which is odd. But was he by an exit?
No, it was in first class.
Oh, he was. Okay. Yeah, I feel safer. Do you feel safer?
No.
I feel safer.
That,
TSAs make me feel safer.
I don't know I don't think about it at all.
It's all those smoke and mirrors, the TSA thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel safer. Fuck you, people.
No, I just feel more held up.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's all it is. You're not safer in the air anymore with
Unless
Uh-huh.
you're wearing good cologne.
Yeah.
Then it's a whole different story. Then there's pleasantries. Sort of like the time before last when I went through wearing Liz Claiborne for Men Bora Bora, our new sponsor.
Nice.
So I'm wearing some cologne. And the guy in front of me, who happens to be a gentleman who I would guess be from India or Pakistan because I smelled that kind of food all over him.
Yeah.
And he was brown.
He's a brown man.
And he sort of spoke with an accent that seemed from that region. I don't want to profile anybody, but there seemed to be a lot of clues that the guy might not
Was
be
his
there.
name Paul and he wanted to help you with your computer?
His name was Sinji.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't know what his name is. But anyway, this guy, you have not smelled a worse smelling person than this guy.
I am Brian. I want to help you with your computer. I just need your passwords.
Brian came through, and it was so funny because the TSA agents themselves were doing the whole waving their hands in front of their face, going, whoa, like right in front of the guy.
Yeah.
They're like just pointing out,
animated.
just going, boy, whoo, this guy, and saying it right to him. Mm-hmm. And I could smell it. I was right behind him, and it was really bad. And they get it. He gets through the little body scanner and moves along, and they're all happy. And as I come through, they're still talking about it. And the girl goes, man, that guy smelled bad. What the? And then she goes, not you, sir. You smell really good.
Ooh.
Liz Claiborne for Men. Bora Bora. The TSA's chosen scent. I don't know. But then I wore it again on the way in to the airport last time, and the TSA agent said it again. You smell nice, sir.
So it must be some kind of TSA, like, attractor scent.
Yeah, so if you want to get through without any problems, make sure that you go onto Amazon Prime. I had to throw another plug in for our sponsors. And buy yourself some Liz Claiborne for Men. Bora Bora. The TSA's chosen scent.
Oh, now they just have to make it for hunters. Don't hunters put, like, piss?
Yeah, deer piss.
Deer piss. No. Bora Bora.
Bora Bora. Deer
Liz
piss.
Claiborne. Bora Bora.
Bambi's dead mother cologne.
God, we sound like an old 50s radio show where they just keep kicking the sponsors out. Let's keep talking about...
That's right, Davin. Bora Bora for men.
Well, I am going to have to write a scathing letter. A letter of scathe.
I don't know what that means.
It means I'm going to write a nasty letter to Puma.
Puma the shoe company?
Puma the shoe company, yes, because I've been wearing Puma shoes for 5 years now, before they became popular, and then now they're not popular again.
Weren't they popular in 1981?
Yeah, and then there was nothing around, and now they're popular again. And anyway, so I've been wearing them for like 5 years, and when I was in Minneapolis, I got back to my room, and I'm like, my feet are aching.
Yeah.
And I took my shoes off, and I had blisters on blisters. And I put the picture on Facebook. It's disgusting. And when they popped, oh my God, talk about free laundry for your socks.
Does people want to hear about your popped blister feet?
I don't know. I don't care. So I'm going to write Puma a scathing letter and send them pictures and hopefully get some free Puma shoes because it is my favorite tennis shoe. So that's Puma, everyone. Puma.
That's right, Puma.
Anyway.
Scathing.
Yes.
From the old Frisian.
Okay.
Scathia. Middle Dutch, skaden. It means to, injure? To injure.
I'm going to write an injuring letter to Puma.
Yes. It developed from the sense of scar or scorch. You're going to injure somebody, you're going to do that.
Lovely.
I think I'm clacking my phone around too much.
That's all right. So why do hotels still have landlines in the rooms?
That's right, Bora Bora! Oh, sorry. Why do they still have landlines? I don't know. I really don't know. Are there people that exist without cell phones now?
I know. And this hotel has a list, probably because all the foreigners traveling, but it's got a list of...
What does that mean? What does that mean, racist?
Fuck you.
Probably because all the foreigners traveling around, those foreign-smelling foreigners.
We're at a hotel that like caters to all the people going on these cruise ships.
Yeah, and that sucks.
But yeah,
happy people suck.
There's a list right over there in my room, see? And it's got the international phone dialing costs and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have a cell phone nowadays?
I don't know. And they still try and charge you for long distance on these phone lines, too. You know that hard line doesn't have a long distance feature, meaning like your old phone from the 80s where you'd have, this is zone calling, this is local calling, this is zone calling, this is long distance. They stopped that years ago, and everything was just flat rate dialing. Everything in the continental U.S. is all free or whatever. So quit trying to fuck me by charging me $3 to make a call home.
Oh, you know what I was missing? Texas State Fair. You were just in Dallas.
You were missing it?
No, what I was missing from the Texas State Fair, and you were in Dallas, did you ever do what I told you to?
What'd you tell me to do?
I told you I was missing the 7-Eleven Slurpees.
Oh, yeah. I never went because I didn't have one that was within comfortable walking distance.
Oh, I missed those, though. What was that, the Diet Mountain Dew and strawberry or cherry?
It was Diet Lime, Cherry Lime.
Okay, and then I would spike mine with Tito's Vodka from Austin, Texas. That's distilled 6 times.
Is that another plug?
That's another plug.
Oh.
And also, we had a plug. See how many plugs we can get in.
I didn't know that we were.
That was for 7-Eleven and Slurpee.
I had no idea that Tito's Vodka was sponsoring us. I thought it was only Amazon Prime. And Bora Bora, forbidden by Liz Claiborne.
Tito's is sponsoring my liver.
Yeah, sponsoring the death of it. That's for sure.
Have you noticed that there's higher speed internet by the executive rooms in the hotels lately?
Executive rooms.
Right. So the regular rooms get the slower speed.
Suites, you mean?
Yeah. They get the lower speed, but then when you walk down the hallways and you're like by the big double door rooms.
Oh, the wireless signal's stronger?
Wireless signal's stronger and faster, and it's like it's using a different network.
Probably, I haven't really noticed because most of my rooms have been really good when I was staying at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Oh, just kidding. Most of my rooms are shit.
I had to fight for this fucking room. And you walked in with an attitude like you're going to have to fight with these fuckers too. We're at a Hilton. And a Hilton, where they fuck you. They tell you they're going to give you a room upgrade, and they don't. So I check in, and I called in advance and gave them the heads up that I'm coming in. My flight doesn't land until like 12:15 a.m., so I don't want you to give my room away. Here's my diamond number, and I get here, and they just put me in this crappy, regular bullshit room.
With 2 beds or 1 bed?
2 beds.
I hate 2 beds.
And the moldy... I had a balcony, but it's the other wing of this hotel that's not done up. It hasn't been redone, so it looks kind of like a...
Yeah. It looks like a 1960s hotel.
Like a Comfort Inn or a Days Inn with fucking moldy wooden roof and
in fact, there was a drug addict laying on your balcony with his phone out in the street, wasn't there?
That was actually Jerry and I were walking to Walgreens yesterday. We think we might have found a dead body.
Yeah.
Oh.
That might have been the first time that I've ever kicked a dead body. Because I kicked him. Not hard.
The burp smelled.
Why are you going to lean in and burp on everybody?
Oh, man.
I can smell that through the computer.
It smells like Carrabba's Italian Grill.
We just lost 3 listeners.
And Stella.
Oh. We didn't lose them because they hated the smell. We lost them because they died.
I don't think we ever had 3 listeners. It's just you and I, Jerry.
Just me, you, and Mike Novak or something like that. Yeah, so we saw this guy laying in the driveway, legs in the driveway, body on the ferns or whatever vegetation grows here in shitty Florida.
The bed.
And his phone was out, like, in the street, too, a little bit away from his feet. And we walked by him. I thought for sure he was a drunk bum. And then, until I got closer, and it looked like a young guy that shouldn't be laying there. And we walked by, and I was just going, oh, look at that. And then I look over at Davin and go, wait a minute. And then Davin's hanging back a little bit and goes, should we check on this guy?
Yeah, I don't know if he got hit by a car or...
Well, he wasn't bloody.
Right.
So I didn't suspect that.
He's got a brand new Samsung phone. He's got a backpack.
Yeah, and he's laying there. So I went over there and I started kicking his foot with my foot.
So you're kicking...
That's what you kick with is with your foot. So I was doing that, and then we're both going, hey, buddy, hey. No response at all. I think I even gave him a little bit more because I remember his whole body rolling and shaking.
I was going to stick my hand in front of his face to see if he was breathing, but I didn't want to touch him in case he was dead.
Isn't it stupid? Because I didn't want to touch him in case he was dead too. Not because, just because I didn't want to feel cold dead. That's why.
Right.
And the thing that changed, we quickly went over to the security guard that was a few, 20 feet away from us. So don't get all freaked out thinking that we just left this guy there. But we went over to the security guard, told him to call 911, and the security guard instantly says, "Oh, it's probably another one of those passed out drug addict kids or whatever." So that changed my whole idea from having some kid be in real trouble to maybe he's just nodding on heroin.
And that's when Jerry thought about, well, I could take his backpack and get a new Samsung phone.
No, I didn't think that. Thought about rifling through to get myself some horse.
Oh, yeah. Problem is you'd have to get a different spoon because you wouldn't want to take that spoon.
Well, you don't think I have my own fix kit with me?
Oh, okay. You're set.
I hide it and pretend it's diabetes related.
That's how you get your fridges. You break out your spoon and your needle and you go, see? See?
Yeah, because the spoon works for diabetes. Sir,
it's a medical reason.
Sir,
see,
you don't need a heroin fix kit for diabetes. You got a burnt up spoon in your hand right now.
And a rubber strap.
Yeah. What the fuck's wrong with you, mister? Get out of our hotel.
Oh.
So we don't know whatever happened to that guy because we decided, and here's what everybody needs to know before you start passing judgment, is that we kind of had to walk away because if you're involved in some sort of an investigation, then that forces you at your own expense to fly back to whatever state you're in because you don't live here for whatever court proceedings there are involved. So the safest thing for us to not be fucked over is to
go to Walgreens.
Is to tell the security guard and then leave.
Yeah, because I don't want to come back to Florida in July to talk about some heroin addict that OD'd.
I don't want to come back to Florida in ever. Florida sucks, really. Florida is like Hawaii's shitty, retarded cousin. Is what it is. Because it's all humid. If you go to Hawaii, you'll go there and it's beautiful, but it's not humid and oppressive. Florida beats the shit out of you with its horrible heat and humidity.
Florida's like a train wreck that a plane crashed into.
Exactly.
It's
I'm going to get it for saying retarded cousin.
Oh, have you noticed that the single mothers in Florida with babies, they all look like they're 16 years old and living in the 80s?
No.
Because they all have like the old t-shirts on and they're hauling this baby around and they just look like they were all methed out and ended up having a kid. And
they went in their mom's closet and got her high school clothes on.
The baby daddy is probably the dead guy laid outside of the convention center.
Could be. I don't know.
Oh,
they got their Slayer t-shirts on and
the relax.
Yeah, Frankie says relax. Is that what that was? Frankie says relax?
Yeah, Frankie says relax.
And what else was there?
Megadeth.
And what's the other one that you said the other day? The George Michael Wham song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they like one of the Wham t-shirts. What'd they say on them?
Oh, what were some of those? God. The Boy George ones.
Wake me up before you go. Put your hand away from that microphone.
We're living back there.
Audio engineer.
So you got a new puppy. I started thinking about Asian babies and how cute they are. Because I'm still on my baby kick from the baby suit thing. Which
Asian babies and how cute they are.
They're so cute. But I also started thinking, it's hard to find an Asian baby doll.
Is it?
Yeah, I found...
I don't think I've ever seen an Asian doll.
It's harder to find an Asian baby doll than a black baby doll.
Yeah.
Especially when
Lindsay had a black baby doll.
Especially when you're looking to sew them onto a baby suit.
Yeah. Let's think about it. Asian dolls. Yeah, I don't remember seeing any of those. You don't go to the store and see the Asian doll.
The Pee With Me Baby Asian...
Pee With Me... Oh, I thought you were saying its name.
No.
Yeah. Pee With Me!
Oh, this is Chang.
Chang. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Here's where Davin turns Asian dolls into a reason to do 1960s Asian impersonations that he saw.
You give her some tea and she pees her little diaper.
Some tea, huh? Some ginseng tea?
Some ginseng tea.
Yeah, sure.
With the General Towels chicken.
General So.
Yeah, that's what's in the diaper after you feed her the tea.
We saw some Asian dolls today.
Yes, we did, actually.
It wasn't Asian dolls. It was. Here's what a horrible person I am. We were walking from the convention center, and we see this nice couple with 2 Asian boys with them, and the couple were like older white people. And so as we walked by, I just started going, 2 of these things aren't like the other.
2 of these things just don't belong.
2 of these things are better at math than their parents. So there I am, blowing up stereotypes like a Davin.
Yep. But the funny part I thought was the wife is walking ahead, and she looked like she was a beast of a woman. And she's,
oh my God,
and she's talking to the kids. We're in Florida, so picture a Florida beast walking with 2 Asian kids. And
why does she have to be a beast? Why you got to be all misogynistic about it? Why couldn't you just say she was a handsome woman?
She was a handsome woman. Mustache was flowing, and then her husband, who looked like he was just beaten up. He
didn't look happy.
He looked miserable.
He had a backpack on, but he looked like he just walked down from Mount Everest.
Yep.
He looked tired and sore.
He had his blue long shorts on with his brown leather belt and his dock shoes with white socks, and had this look on his face like he wanted to say something to us. It's almost like he looked at us and was like, "Yep, I didn't have to fuck that thing in front of me.
Oh, God.
We adopted."
Yeah, to say that. I thought he looked more like he was going to look at me and say, "I'm just pissed because both of my kids play violin better than me."
They can solve the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
I can't.
They can do that in 4 seconds. Both of these kids, they just love algebra.
And once they get done doing my taxes, I may have to ask them to move out of the house.
They own the house. What do I have here?
I don't know. Please go right ahead, Jerry.
Oh, we noticed this today. We're in Fort Lauderdale, the home of the cruise ship. We both noticed that cruise ships seem too top heavy. Have you seen a cruise ship up close? Not in a picture? You walk up to that thing, and it seems like it's going to tip over on top of you. It's so stupid. Mm-hmm. It's like 70 stories tall. I think Charlton Heston burned up in one of those cruise ships. But they do. They look like they could just fall right over. I don't get it. Like when they put them in the water, what do they have? Like
how much is underneath though? Is it like
that's
an
what
iceberg?
I wonder. Yeah,
it must be really freaking deep.
I'm gonna have to look that up and see how those things can possibly float because they seem to defy physics to me.
Especially, let's build it up like 10 stories and then throw a fucking water slide on it.
Yeah, and a Ferris wheel and whatever else. So this is where Davin was asking me if I wanted to go on, if I've ever gone on a cruise, which I haven't, and I don't have any reason to. Holy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, we had a little glitch, folks. But anyway, I don't want to go on a cruise ship because to me, it's a giant floating hotel, and I spend too much time in hotels.
Right, and they charge you extra for the view. But what is your view once you leave fucking port? Water.
Oh, water, look. Water. Oh, look, honey, there's water outside.
You know what? I'd like to get a 12-pack of Stella. I wonder how much that's going to cost so I can sit and look at the ocean and maybe see a dolphin.
Let's go up to the promenade deck to see a different view of the water.
Oh, look, this yacht has a casino on it. Let's go to the casino and see their 18 slot machines.
Hubert, when we get done in the casino, let's go to the back of the boat and then we can see the water.
Let's go. I'm going to go to the front of the boat and I'm going to stick my arms out and pretend I'm on Titanic.
God.
Do you ever notice that too? They don't name boats. They name boats after women now, don't they?
Like what? I don't know.
I think they name boats after women now. They don't do the men thing anymore. Titanic.
Titanic. The mammoth.
It's a combination of Titan and gigantic. It is the Titanic.
It's the conjugal. They don't know how to name boats anymore. They should name them like spaceship names like
You Can't Sink Me! Come on and...
the Enterprise-antic. They should do all
Join us on the You Can't Make Me Sink boat.
But I don't want to go on one of those because I'm stuck.
I'm tempting God by calling it that.
You tempting that?
Make me sink.
The new Carnival Cruise line.
Tip
featuring
over.
the ship Fuck You Iceberg.
Tip you over.
Honey, I booked us tickets on the new Fuck You Iceberg.
Maybe it's like a weeble wobble. Maybe that's why they don't tip over. Maybe they're like a weeble wobble and they don't fall down.
Maybe they have like a giant pole that sticks all the way down about 30, let's say fathoms to sound important, with a giant weight on the bottom of it. So
Yes. Would
it's
this
like
be at
that-
the stern or the bow?
That would be right in the middle of it. Midship, as they say.
Midship. Oh.
And maybe it's like that. You remember that? I think there was some game back in the 70s that had like a guy on a unicycle with a tightrope walking thing, but then
Yeah.
it's stuck down with a weight at the bottom too. So maybe it's like that. The weight at the bottom will keep it from tipping
Helps
over.
counterbalance it.
Yeah.
You might be onto something.
Yeah, I'm onto what the in
Tightrope walkers suck. That's what you're onto.
what regular people would call idiot,
Stupid
because it's
people.
nothing like that.
But they'd be on America's Got Talent. Here's a tightrope walker, and here's Jerry's favorite, the jugglers.
No, you know why it doesn't tip over? Water displacement. That's why.
That's why.
Yes.
Jerry.
The boat displaces more water than it does, so it floats because it's pushing more water away than it self weighs. That's the reason why the boat is floating. Tipping over, I don't know about. I just wanted to sound smart for a second.
Okay, Jerry.
Pythagoras theorem.
Oh, what else you got since we're in sunny Florida?
Oh, something I forgot to talk about. Mm-hmm. Bora Bora, for men by Liz Claiborne.
Nice. Hey, I was thinking the other day, okay, what are the origins of 420? The term 420.
Yeah. 420. Why did that come up? That came up because
I think it's because at 420 people would go smoke weed and it'd take 40 minutes, for
let's
to kick
roll
in.
this back for a second. Maybe people don't even know what you're talking about to start with. 420 is what weed smoky people do. That's their big call sign.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like verse 4 and section 20 of the Bible or anything like that. It's the time 420. And that's the call for all weed smokers to go ahead and smoke weed at 420. So
Right.
in case you didn't know that, Davin's now going to tell you why he thinks that.
Well, I think it was 420 because most people work 9 to 5, not
Yeah.
like Jerry and I, but 9 to 5. So at 420, if you smoke weed, then by 5 o'clock on your ride home, you're feeling pretty good and already celebrating your time off. Woo! But now I think they really need to change it. Now we should start getting signatures. Get people to write in.
Okay.
I want it to be 4:45 because the weed's gotten a lot stronger now.
Really?
So I'm guessing 15 minutes is all it would take.
Probably. I'm not
So
sure.
4:45.
I don't even know what it is. Should I look up what the origins of 420?
Yeah, you might as well.
I'm going on vacation on 420,
Perfect vacation.
but I don't smoke.
Are you going to Denver?
Let's see.
Are you going to go to Denver on 420?
What
What if they celebrate different?
is 420?
20.
What does 420 mean and why?
The Urban Dictionary? What are you looking at?
First, let's talk about what 420 doesn't mean.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about that. I want to find out what it does mean.
Oh,
Calendar day,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. 420 connection with marijuana, blah, blah, blah. Blah.
you're doing
It
research.
just says that they that in the 70s in high school, this group of people used to meet at a designated location every day to smoke weed at 420, and they did it so regularly that it just became 420 for their friends, and it just spread. That's what they're saying. A bunch of fucking stoners just smoked weed at 420 all the time, enough to spread the word that 420 was the time to smoke weed. I feel like I'm smoking weed right now because that whole section about weed
yeah,
seemed like it didn't even happen just now.
it didn't. Because you're going to edit it out.
I should.
But
It was garbage.
we're talking about time. Is there really? Do we really have to still have daylight savings time? What is the fucking point of that?
I know. What are we, farmers?
Yeah.
The fuck? That's the whole deal. It had something to do with farmers having some more time to get out there and be
Get their
farmers.
crops and shit. We've got lights now, people.
Yes, Edison helped us out with that.
We even have LED lighting. Mm-hmm. Stuff that doesn't use much energy.
We could have lights 24 hours a day if we want.
And hey, farmer asshole, if you want to get up fucking early if you need more sun. Don't make us all suffer for it.
Well, maybe that's part of the whole deal.
just keep it the same all fucking year long.
Well, George
Not
Bush wanted to
change your
do that. I
clocks.
agreed with him on that.
Yeah.
George Bush was saying that. Arizona opted out of it. They don't do it.
Yeah. There's some places
Arizona's
that don't.
got a giant middle finger to the time zone.
I love that,
Me too.
but I don't like Arizona.
Me neither.
I wouldn't want to live there.
I like Arizona enough. My friends live there, and it's a nice place to visit, but I don't think I'd want to live inside of an oven either.
Yeah. Convection oven.
And they say, oh, it's not like that all year round. Well, it is for 11 months. Mm-hmm. For 11 months of the year, you're living inside of an oven.
God, and it's fucking brutal. You know, that's when they have the misters on the sidewalks even.
Yeah.
Just because they realize it's fucked. We live in a desert.
You know that you're living... No, this doesn't make sense. But you know it's strange when you don't actually need an air conditioner. You just need a mist of water. And it's so dry and hot there that the evaporation makes you feel like there's air conditioning. Because
Exactly.
they do. They have what they call swamp pumps. Mm-hmm. And it's just a radiator grill with a fan, and water drips on it. And the fan blows into the water, and it evaporates so fast that it's cold air. You'll
Right.
be fucking surprised because it feels like there's maximum AC blowing out of just a fan with water dripping in front of it. And that's the climate that you shouldn't be living in. If you need that.
You need that. Yep. Stupid.
No one needs to live in a fucking desert. Live outside of the desert. Go look in the desert, but live where there's natural grass.
Vacation
and a
in the
stream.
desert.
You need a stream once in a while for some water.
Vacation in the desert, but go in the wintertime.
Boy, do I sound stupid on this episode.
Oh, you always sound stupid.
Yeah, but not this stupid.
That's true.
Hey, it's almost time.
It is.
What do you got? Got anything left before we wrap this up?
Yeah, you want to see a picture of my foot? No.
Nope. I don't want to see a picture of your blistered up fucking hoof. I don't want to see that. I'm swearing a lot in this episode because you're here.
Oh, I don't know why I wrote this down on my show notes. This is really, really weird.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You know what I miss, Jerry?
What?
I miss car kissing. You know, the high school car kissing?
What?
The hard and meaningful, not a care in the world, thinking you've got it all figured out car kissing.
What are you doing? Are you right? Are you talking about a topic, or are you writing a book that Fabio would be on the cover of?
I don't know. Oh, did I tell you my high five story?
No, but that was so weird. We can't just run away from that one.
I am running. It's in my show notes.
Let me read the show note.
I had to read it to delete it.
Hard and meaningful, not a care in the world, thinking you've got it all figured out kisses. Holy shit. I know exactly what that was.
What?
Drunk. You were writing that when you were all drunk.
Drunk and lonely.
Yeah, and you were thinking about, I remember a long time ago when I liked people and people liked me back. Now I got this fucking Hilton hotel room that I'm rotting in.
And then I got done and rubbed one out and passed out.
Yeah, you try and save the fact that your brain was swimming in booze and you were lamenting the good old days.
Next time we're back in town together, or back, yeah.
I'm not car kissing with you.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say let's just swap our notes and create. We'll write notes, and then you come up with
Try to figure out what they mean.
What they mean, and you tell the story of it, and I'll tell the story
Yeah,
behind yours.
like what would you have said if you didn't know what my topic was and it just said, no, I don't want to see your beheading video? Like, where are you going to go with that, not knowing where it was to start
We
with?
got to do that.
Yeah.
We got to start that.
Next time we'll take, because I don't do anything different. I write little
Yep.
things that remind me. So next time we'll just swap notes.
Okay, here you go. We'll try one. Try the top one.
Show notes.
No, the one below it.
Lung butter.
Okay. Well, what's lung butter mean?
Oh, I
Jim?
have to pretend like I
Yeah.
know the topic. Okay.
Yeah, it's your topic.
You know what sucks is when you get off a plane and you're in a different climate and the whole day you're just hacking up lung butter. So you're coming from like a warm, dry environment to a cold one, or from a cold to fucking Florida, and all you get is lung butter. Brought to you by Liz Claiborne for men. Bora Bora lung butter.
You did a pretty good job at that one.
I just guessed that it had to have something to do with hacking up a lung.
Yeah. So we'll have to do that.
I don't really have
a little
any
more
that you...
that I would know.
No, I have to see, because I closed the list. Let me see. Let me see if I have one of them for
One
you.
that I could try out.
Yeah.
That hard, profound kissing in cars when you were little. Ah!
Right.
Why the fuck did he write that?
This shit is too...
You're
you can't even read my writing.
Oh,
probably.
no. See, you don't type it up?
Well, I do now.
Okay. Because
I
that
think we
other
did
chicken
all
scratch
of this.
stuff over there looks like fuck.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like cats fucking.
Try see if you can even read it.
People used to pronounce something this
Everything.
everything in the 60s.
People used to pronounce everything in the 60s. What do you think that means?
And then you have an arrow pointing to James Taylor.
Yeah.
What the hell does that say?
Which one? This says newscasters.
Evelyn
This says everyone talked
like newscasters, even though
even tough guys, Viet biker. So,
wow.
what do you think that means?
That one's over my head, Jerry. I had a hard enough time reading that.
That simply means I was watching too many documentaries that took place in the 60s, and I started to notice that even like Vietnam era tough guy bikers would talk like newscasters.
Newscasters,
And
yeah.
they would just be. My mother and my father used to say that, well, what we're doing out here isn't very nice. They'd like overpronounce every word. And if you think about it, you go back and watch some of that footage, and just normal everyday people were always pronouncing everything.
Yep. Overdoing it because they're recording.
I don't think we should be involved in the Vietnam experiment. I think we'd be a lot safer having stayed at home with our loving families.
You know, and they'd sit and talk like that. You're like, what's up with these people overpronouncing every word? So that's what that meant. And I left that. That's been on the list for months.
Now you can erase it.
Now
Finally.
I can erase it because I was trying to find like a clip I was going to play, and I was saving it for shows where we could play back stuff.
See, the problem is when we make these lists, we have a bunch of different ideas. We don't hit all of them at the same time, and then we'll delete some.
Yeah.
And then we'll add more to it, and then we'll delete some. And eventually you'll get a list of just all the dumb shit that you've never found a way to bring up on a show before, and there's a reason. Because it's stupid.
That's right. You know, my Uncle Joe, he felt the same way back when he was fighting in the big one, the WW2.
WW2? WW2.
I'm going to erase that right now.
Delete that shit. I gotta delete my fucking kissing in the car thing.
You should have deleted that before you wrote it.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Hey.
So what are you going to call the show?
I'm going to call the show, Davin said the C word.
Did I?
Nope.
Did I say the C word?
No, you didn't.
So why are you going to call the show that?
For ratings.
Okay, cunt.
He did. He just said it. Jeez, you know how many people are going to not like that?
That's the end of the show. They're not listening by this point in time.
No, probably not. But at least we have a title.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. Share with your friends.
They'll have to listen to the whole show just to hear it.
And we'll see you next week, where I'll be in beautiful Home, Michigan.
Oh, will I be home?
You'll be
next
in
week?
Austin.
Oh, no, I'm home before I go to Austin, so I'll probably be home too.
Hey, if you're home, maybe we'll do a real one with real microphones and we can pull up clips and play them back and all that kind of stuff at the office.
It's not going to happen because I'm not going into the office.
Okay.
I may go in the office one day.
All right, never mind. People don't need to hear all that. That's behind the scenes. That's the man behind the curtain. Share with your friends. Share with people who aren't your friends.
And Papa,
probably work better if you made people who aren't your friends listen to it, because it's kind of like a punishment anyway.
Yeah, definitely share it. And listen.
All right.
Papa Wheelie, guys.